Hi and welcome to another narration presented by yours truly, Cryptids Roost. Please be so kind as to throat punch the like button and smack the ass of the subscription button as well. And remember to tap the notification bell and then select all. That way you'll receive all notifications each time I upload a new video. Oh, and don't forget to share the video far and wide. This will all help with YouTube's algorithm and will help promote the channel more. If you enjoy listening to the following story, be sure to pop over to the author's Reddit profile and drop them a line, or even give them a glowing review. I'm sure they would appreciate it. The link to their Reddit profile will be below in the description. So grab your coffee, sit back and enjoy the show. And don't forget, where fear is, happiness is not. Keeper of the Necronomicon, Part 11. This fantastic series is written by FREDDEGRAN, a wonderful author over on his own Reddit FREDDEGRAN subreddit.
Cthulhu wakes. Come on, you apes, do you want to live forever?
The silverback Sasquatch commanded his troops. He was the biggest one, almost twice the size of a regular Sasquatch, who were all just a bit taller than a big man. This thing was massive and had dark fur contrasting with the rest of the pack's brown fur. His one eye was bright and the other one had been blinded by a cut, and he gritted his sharp teeth. He was ready for the slaughter. He commanded a pack of 20 Sasquatches, including himself and Chewie. They absolutely annihilated the enemy troops. Arms and legs were ripped off, bones cracked, heads smashed, hearts ripped out and eaten while they were still beating. The Sasquatches were fierce and relentless in their assault. It was over very quickly, leaving a battlefield full of blood and enemy corpses scattered everywhere, along with their body parts and smashed out brains and ripped out guts. We only lost 5 Sasquatches in the assault, with 15 still standing, including Chewie and the leader of the pack. Scarface, they called him. He had a big scar across his face and his right eye. He only needed one eye to be a murder machine though. Now we only had the reptilian shapeshifter and the snake-bearded demon left. They were standing in between 2 caves. I quickly ended the life of the reptilian with a magazine of straight headshots from my automatic pistol, leaving nothing left of it but exploded brains. Abdi, the young Arab boy, stroke demon, made his move. Now free from the demon's grasp, he threw the Necronomicon into the burning fires where a young virgin had been sacrificed. The book screamed in pain, but the Snakebeard triumphantly held up a page from the book it had previously ripped out. He did not need to tell me it was the only page he needed. He began chanting in a language unknown to man. Out from the caves came 2 monsters. From the left was the snake-like head and body of a basilisk, and from the other, on the right side, appeared a monster that belonged in the secretive caves of Mexico. It was huge and long, formed like a centipede, and its giant mouth was the size of a cave opening. These cave dwellers usually were lying waiting for its prey inside the caves, luring their unknowing victims into its foul mouth, pretending its ginormous foul mouth was the cave opening, and compulsion would cause its victims to move inside and not come back. They simply could not stay away from its call. The eyes of the basilisk made 5 Sasquatches turn into stone statues with its monstrous gaze. It moved its distinctly yellow eyes towards Lubna, but the woman was quick in thought and movement both. She had a makeup mirror, and showing the basilisk its monstrous face in the mirror, it turned to stone when it saw its own ugly face. The rest of the big hairy apes walked straight into the mouth of the other monstrous creature. It was just like in that story told by that madman, Nightnator. The Sasquatches knew they were marching to their own doom, but they simply could not stay away. The compulsion was too strong. Only Chewie and Scarface remained alive now. Chewie was striking at the monster's tail, but his laser sword got overheated and exploded in his hand. His right hand was blown off, and now he was punching the monster with his remaining furry left paw, made into a fist. Sana cut the monster in half with the legendary sword Excalibur. and out of the cut of the body, dead Sasquatches came spilling out. Some were skeletal, some were half digested. It was a disgusting sight and it made me puke. Now Scarface was walking into its mouth. I could see it in its open mouth and saw that it had many hideous eyes inside. Scarface heard the call and his compulsion appeared to be driving him inside the monster's mouth. It swallowed him, and after a few seconds it exploded from the inside. Scarface must have sacrificed himself and exploded a grenade. Only a disgusting mess was left to the monster now. Abdi had transformed into his demon form and attacked the snake-bearded creature. What the fuck was this thing? Abdi had picked up a dagger from the ground and cut one of the snakes of the snake demon's face, trimming his beard a little. Disgusting dark black blood spurted out from the cut of the snake on the man's face, straight onto Abdi's body. The boy screamed in pain. It appeared that the blood was like acid. It melted holes into the boy's skin. He stomped the cut of the snake head on the ground to death. It spurted into an explosion of blood, melting the boy's foot. The rest of us were in a trance-like state, hearing the call of Cthulhu and could not intervene. Abdi headbutted the snake-bearded demon, putting his demon horn straight into the right eye socket of the snake demon. It had yellow insectoid eyes, meaning each of its eyes consisted of 1,000 smaller eyes like an insect. Now one of those eyes were blinded. The dark black blood melted Abdi's horn, and the snakes in the beard all bit the boy's face, filling him with venom. The boy went for the throat and cut it. Acid blood spurted into the boy's face, starting to melt it off, showing the boy's skull under his flesh. The snake-bearded demon laughed, rubbing a finger with his blood on the page of the Necronomicon. It died with a smile on its face, and the boy Abdi died, screaming in pain. And then, Great Cthulhu woke up from his eternal dead slumber.
Don't forget, if you enjoyed that story, be sure to pop over to the author's Reddit profile and drop them a line, or even give them a glowing review. I'm sure they really would appreciate it. The link to their Reddit profile will be below in the description. Don't forget to check out the merch store. The link will be in the description and also in the video thumbnail. And if you'd like an honourable mention, send in a snapshot of yourself with your purchase and I'll feature it in one of the videos. Have you written a creepypasta story you would like me to narrate? Have you had any cryptid sightings, paranormal or supernatural encounters, or even had a creepy or terrifying situation you would like to share? Well, I now have my very own subreddit community where you can submit your stories. The link for that is also in the thumbnail as well as below in the description. You can submit your stories there, or you can send them to cryptidsroost@gmail.com. If you wish to remain anonymous, that's fine with me. Now I also have a Facebook group, Twitter, Reddit and Discord. And if you'd like to support the channel and help make it grow, my PayPal is paypal.me/cryptidsroost, and any and all donations would be gratefully received. Again, that will also be below. And don't forget, where fear is, happiness is not.